Ladies and gentlemen, Jason's opponent, also from England, he was the first ever qualifier to win the WBT title, world ranked at number 15. It is Les Razor Gillett. And a commentary of Janice Gower.
Thanks very much, Johnny Laff. And we're in for an interesting game this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the World Bowls Tour live YouTube streaming. Every game, every bowl sent out on the portable rink, we're with you for. And it's nice to be back with you.
Jack, 29.5 metres.
Oh, Jason Parkinson. Quite amazing that he's out there on the portable rink because he'd actually packed in indoor bowls. He's not played for about 2.5 years. And he came to the qualifiers. Last minute substitute in a pairs game, but said, well, I might as well play in the singles as a bit of practice, and went on and won it. Jason's qualified for the Welsh International Open, as is now the International Open, and also the Scottish, so this was the one venue he hadn't been to. And of course, Les Gillett was the first player to prove the PBA qualifiers work. He won a qualifier and actually went on to be the first qualifier to win a World Bowls Tour ranking event. Of course, since then there's been Robert Chisholm as well, who again was here earlier on in the week.
1-3.
Yeah, as usual, these opening few ends always tend to be a little bit cagey. The rink definitely changes from when you've been practicing to when you actually go on to play it, as I found to my own cost. But like I say, it's very, very good to be back with you. And thank you so much for all the lovely comments. And well, Les very close with this. Great ball from Les Gillett. Both players out there are playing with arrows. Not the aero groove. Most players are opting for a very swingy bowl on this surface.
One shot, Les Gillett.
So Les takes the opening end there with one shot. Hope you're all enjoying your Sunday morning coffee and breakfast while watching us here. Don't forget we are also on Twitter, Facebook, and if you can't stay with us, we have worldbowlstour.tv, which is our new World Bowls Tour website, and you can get all the results and news from there, and hopefully you can stay with us.
Jack, 27.5 metres.
Les looks down a very good line here. Just needs to come back to centre. Good crowd in here this morning. And of course we have the semi-finals of the mixed pairs this afternoon. Close again here, Les. Jason's changed his delivery over the years. He did have a spell where he had a very similar delivery to Andy Thompson. That's probably the last time you'll have seen Jason, when he played at the Scottish International Open a couple of years back. So he then decided to retire from indoor bowls.
Ready.
Well, Jason's in a bit of trouble here. I think he might opt for a runner, try and open the head up a bit. Needs to move, Jason. Well, Les will just decide now where best to position this bowl. There's no back bowls on the rink, as far as I can see from our commentary position. So therefore he might as well just try and slot another in, but try not to make the head any bigger as a target. Yes, good again here, Les. Just wants it to get back to centre. Well, it's made the target a little bigger, but they're not easy to hit. Jason's opting for just trying to play over the draw weight, try and cut the count down.
Four shots listed.
So Les Gillett picks up a 4 and takes a 5-0 lead after 2 ends. You'll notice we've got a new to our screens marker on the rink, Bob Penny. There's a couple of markers being trialled here by the World Bowls Tour officials.
Jack, 27.5 metres.
The umpire is Alan Thornhill, and on shot clocked this morning is Dan Blewett. Is one of the most successful left-handed players on the tour. just got himself back into the top 16. Needs to string a few wins together to keep himself in that 16, and if you are in the 16 it means you're guaranteed
12 inches short of Jack Kyle.
all of the World Bowls Tour ranking events. There are 3 currently. Plays a lot of bowls, a lot of open tournaments. Also represents England internationally. Jason really just struggling for pace at this end. He won't be happy with that. And like I say, he's not playing at all. He has retired from indoor bowls. He did arrive here early to get a few days practice, but when you put on paper how often Les Gillett plays compared to Jason, I think Jason's going to really have to get into some sort of groove to shake Les. Well, he's just trying to play that tricky weight. Now, I thought his experience on the rink, he'd have known that's a hard shot to play. Another 3. 8-0 down. Jason Parkinson, the train driver. Based now in Greater Manchester.
Javelin 28.5 metres.
Good start again from Les. The joy of the World Bowls Tour ranking events and the PBA qualifiers is we do play sets play, so there's always a chance if you struggle in the first set, you've got a chance of winning the second set. I think Jason just needs to settle down to get his drawing back. He's really struggling out there at the moment. Les Gillett's from Leicestershire. Plays at Melton Mowbray. Looks closer, Jason.
Two-and-a-half-inch gap.
Going down a good track again here. Just needs to get the right weight again. Just lacking. Les won't be too worried about dropping a single shot here, but he'll certainly be trying to just trail that off. Get back to centre, rest off his own bowl.
One green.
He's very close to sitting Les Gillett's bowl in there.
One shot, Jason Parkins.
Well, that's a settler who's on the card now. Les Gillett leads 8-1 after 4 ends. In this opening set, we play 2 sets of 9 ends. And if it's 1 set all, we go to a 3-end tie break. We've seen a few of those here this week. Some exciting stuff. Jason's altered the length here, taking the mat up.
3.5 minutes.
Something that it's quite difficult to describe how different the surface plays under match conditions. Jason's been practicing well and got a lot of time in on the rink at different times of the day just to get the feel back. But when you go out there in the match, the carpet certainly changes.
One red. 10 inch short of jack eye. Two red.
Oh, Jason's closer here. The crowd are certainly getting behind him, giving him a bit of support when he plays a good bowl. Let's see what Les can do about this.
One green. This bowl is 12 inches past jack line. There's a 3-inch gap.
Urging this one on, needs to just run a touch.
Two green.
Yep, 2 green. Les will probably try a little bit of a trundler here because the 2 bowls will go out. fact, if he split the 2 balls out, he's got a chance of count of 3. Yep, playing a runner. It's very close to it, very close to it. The jack has gone in the ditch. I'm not sure whether it's gone out of the side confines.
Two shots, Jason Greenslade.
Yep. 2 shots, Jason Greenslade. Now that'll make the marker blush a bit. That was a bit of a mistake. Jason Parkinson has got a great sense of humour, so I'm sure he's having a chuckle at that.
Jalek, 23.5 metres.
Sticking with the shorter length, he's still having a smile to himself, is Jason.
One green.
Les looks down a good track again here, just trying to rest the green bowl of Jason Parkinson's, just perhaps not making the trip.
Six inches past.
Needs to just bend now. Les has put this out on a high line, won't make it back from there, so Jason has got a chance here. He was very unlucky with his last bowl. Doesn't want to get the inside edge of the jack and chip it back to Les Gillett's bowl, but he has got a chance of just tucking the jack and possibly laying 3 shots. Underplayed that. That's lack of time on rinks, I think, from Jason. Les going quicker here. Nearly took his own bowl out the head.
One shot, Jason Parkinson.
The first 3 ends this set went to Les Gillett. The second 3 ends have gone to Jason Parkinson. Les Gillett now leads 8-4 after 6 ends. Well, we've seen that happen a few times here. Jason just trying to keep the jack length short, and the jacks do skim across the rink here. It's hard to just keep them short. Les gone back to a longer length. I hope you're enjoying the coverage here at the World Indoor Bowls Championships, hosted by Potters Resort and kindly sponsored by Just Retirement. You're watching one of the opening round games. Number 15 world ranked Les Gillett playing against English qualifier, qualified at Carlisle, Jason Parkinson. And of course, if you fancy having a go, all you have to do is find out where your local PBA branch is, become a member, join in the qualifiers. That's what Les Gillett did many, many moons ago. Managed to get himself into the top 16. I know we do have a few viewers that have been watching that are brand new to bowls. And if you fancy having a go, getting involved, if you go onto the EIBA website, that's the English Indoor Bowls Association website. If you're in England, or the Scottish site, Welsh site, Irish sites, they all have a list of your local clubs in your area. Go down and get involved. Certainly a good sport for all. And with the PBAs, it's open to any age, any ability, and it's open to both sexes. It's not a male only or female only association. In fact, it's the PBA annual general meeting tonight, so if you can get yourself down to Potters, come and have your say at the AGM. Jason got a bit of a fortunate result there. He's smiling. There's still a fair bit of room there for Les to draw. Might be one shot against him at the moment, but there's a good 2 yards there. Yep, in for shot. Jason looks out on a good track, all on his pace here. If he can get back to the red bowl. And a great bowl Jason's also turned his hand a bit to Crown Green, and I know when he listens to this commentary back, you'll smile when I say this, but we often say that Crown Greeners play well to a displaced jack. And he just proved the point there. Les looks down a good line here. Well, another end and another shot to Jason Parkinson. He's really got himself back into this set now.
Time out remaining. Set score is 8-5 after 7 ends.
Two ends left to play. Jason needs to really score the last two ends.
3.5 minutes.
He's been picking up single shots apart from one count of two. This is not the opener he was hoping for, I don't think. Yard short. See that so many times on this backhand side, coming back towards the commentary box. Just a little bit short with that delivery. It's getting a good line, but it is the hand that seems to just give players problems. You think you've got a good length and it just pulls up, and you just add that little bit in and it runs through. Jason's playing it with a bit more weight, and that notoriously means it'll go under the head.
Favoured just one.
Well, if Les can slot another in the head here, it puts Jason under pressure. He's managed to get himself back into this first set. I think he might go quicker here. Really got to risk it, I think. Hope his ball stays with it. The danger is, if he hits the last bowl of Les Gillett's, it's likely to follow the jack into the ditch.
Time out. Jason has 3 timeouts remaining.
In the area for it.
Two shots, and first set to Les Gillett.
Les takes the first set 10-5. It's quite an interesting first set, that, because the first 3 ends were dominated on the longer length jacks by Les, but Jason shortened the length up and managed to pick up 5 shots over the course of 4 ends. But it's the world number 15, Les Gillett, who takes the opening set. We move into set 2 now.
Jack Layton, 28.5 metres.
Good opener again by Les Gillett. Again, I think Jason's just overreached this.
One ring.
So it's not easy out there. You just don't want to be short sometimes and block yourself in, so you just tend to overreach.
Ring. Two ring. Two shots, let's go.
Les takes the opening end of the second set. 2 shots. Jason was unfortunate there really, but Les played a very good end. Of course, the second set here is a set that Jason Parkinson has got to win to take us into a tie break.
Jack Layton, 28 metres.
Well, Les is certainly leading well to this longer length jack. Jason's got to try and shake it up a bit here.
One ring.
I'd like to thank all the viewers for
Inch past Jack Layton.
The nice comments that we're getting in. It's good to have you involved. Don't forget, if you do have any questions, although I'm in on my own this morning, we can certainly get somebody to answer any questions about the World Bowls Tour. We'll certainly get back to you and let you know. Don't be sat there at home thinking, I wonder why they're doing this or I wonder why they're doing that. Please feel free to ask. Closer here, Jason. Nice little glide. Oh. They always say when the luck's not going with you.
Favour 1 red.
Certainly know myself from my game yesterday morning. It was suggested that I shouldn't buy a lottery ticket. I then did buy a lottery ticket because somebody else suggested that it might change my luck, and it didn't. Well, Jason, something similar. A little glide off the red bowls, touch on the jack. What he doesn't want is the gap again. Jason will want to try and slot another in here. He doesn't want Les Gillett to be too far away from him as this set progresses. Needs to trot on a bit, I think. Just short.
1 shot. Jason Parker. Set score is 2-1 after 2 ends.
Yes, as I mentioned before, this is a set that Jason has got to win to take us into the 3-end tie-break.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
Looks a better line here. I'll be happy with that as an opening bowl. Well, Jason, got your opportunity now to try and slot another in. There's still a bit of room there for Les, but Jason will be happy that he's holding 2 shots.
bowl. Last bowl is 15 inches short.
New marker out there, Bob Penny. Just working out which bowl it was that Jason was asking about. Just underplayed that, Jason. It's times like that you might have been better going up to the head and even taking a time out. Just tend to rush it if your clock's counting down. That's why we do rely on the marker out there to be very quick with the response when we're playing shot clock. Well, a real good opportunity here. Just needs to adjust his pace on his last bowl. I'll be disappointed with that. As we said before, the pace does change out there. I think that's what Les was just saying to Jason when they passed on the rink there. Closer here, slips past his own, just got wrecked on it. Could still be 2 shots to Jason there.
2 shots, Jason Parks.
And so Jason takes the lead in this second set, 3-2 after 3 ends.
Set score is 2-3 for 3 ends.
Well, it just hung on there. Surprised he's electing to keep the jack length long, because in the first set he really played well on the shorter length jacks and managed to get shot counts there. And again on this backhand, coming back towards the commentary box, just dropping that yard short. It's happened to so many players. He's just mad with himself in the background. Have a word with yourself in the office, as we would say, Jason. Les Gillett looks on a good track here. He's really played very well down this side of the rink. Needs to get back centre. Yeah, very good. We've had a question in from one of the viewers asking, will the carpet be stretched before next week's games? Simple answer to that is no. The stadium here, the portable rink is put down, it's stretched, and then all the set is put round it. It takes about 4 or 5 days to put it all together. So therefore they'd have to take part of the set apart to actually get to stretch the rink. It is certainly the heaviest it's ever run at. When I've played in any of the events. But all four hands are playing reasonably well. Some nuances appearing now as the week goes on. Plays at different paces, different times of the day as well. I think the morning game, it's probably at its heaviest. I know I was talking to Cleaner Edie, who I can see down in the crowd watching this morning, who had a great game last night against last year's ladies runner-up Catherine Redknapp, and she was saying that she thought when she played it last night it was running the quickest that it had been. Certainly just touching the jack out, set up a target for Les. That's gone out to the side confines of the rink, so it goes back on the re-spot. I think it's still one green. Yep, that means Jason takes a 4-2 lead after 4 ends in the second set. Les Gillett won the opening set 10-5.
Set score is 2-4 for 4 ends. Jack, 27.5 meters.
Good opening ball there by Jason. Certainly gone into a good game in this second set. Just struggled in the first few ends of the first set, so gave Les Gillett the opportunity to get a commanding lead and go on to win that set. Jason just having a look at this head. Could do with trying to remove the red bowl of Les Gillett's, but it's one of those tricky shots on the rink. If you were at home in your home club, you'd just look to play under that line with a couple of feet of weight. And these are the hardest shots to play on the rink.
Jason has 2 time entry.
Yeah, he's trying it. It should whip now. Yeah. You see that so many times in qualifiers. They come onto the rink and it looks the shot to play. The spectators don't understand why they miss it by so far. But it's because the rink plays totally different. And certainly a yard-on runner is the hardest shot to play on the rink. Les got a good opportunity to slot in another shot here. Just might have fallen short.
1 shot, let's go.
I think we'll see Les going longer jack again.
5 minutes. Jack, 28.5 metres.
Yeah, great opener from Les here. Good play from Jason. Never mind, he struggled down this side of the rink coming back towards the commentary box. He just played a very good bowl there. Underplayed this one though.
My ball's gone through, please, Bob. High bar. 20.
Both these players are characters really. I know you'll have heard their voices in commentary. Good adjustment there from Jason Parkinson. Very appreciative crowd. They like to see these games go to tie breaks. That's when it gets exciting. We've lost a number of seeds already. Les is trying one of these timing shots now, more experience on the rink. Still going to go under. Might have got a result there.
Time measure, favour 100.
Well, Bob Penny just saying it's a tight measure. He favours 1 green. I think, Jason just doing a little bit of ballet there. What he'd be trying to do is just block the light out so he could see which was closest. Yeah, 1 green.
One shot, Jason Parkinson.
Jason takes a 5-3 lead after 6 ends in this second set. A set he's got to win as Les Gillett won the first set. It's nice to see a laid-back dog down there. We have some great support from the Blind Bowls Association. And it's lovely to have their dogs in watching the game, or rather snoozing through it. Very well trained dogs. Well, we often say the 7th end of a 9-end set's a crucial end. Jason Parkinson can win this. It gives him a really good chance going into the last couple of ends to win the set. At 2 o'clock this afternoon we have the 2 mixed pairs semi-finals. And tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock we have another one of the main singles games, Mark Dawes versus Jamie Smith. And then at 1 o'clock have the main pairs final. That's Darren Burnett and Stuart Anderson versus Colin Walker and Ronnie Duncan. And defending champion Alex Marshall takes to the rink against Gary Kelly, the Irish qualifier. And tomorrow night at 7:30 we have the world #1 Nick Brett playing against English qualifier James Rippey. So really good day's bowls today and tomorrow for you and throughout the rest of this tournament. And we're with you on the YouTube stream right up to the main singles final on Sunday the 24th of January at 2 o'clock, so stay with us. Now Les, Jason Parkinson holding shot here. There is a chance of a trail to his own bowl. Needs to just hold for the bowl, looking to chop and lie. Just played it under. Jason really needs to get second shot in, get to the red bowl of Les Gillett's to the right hand side of your screen as you're seeing that great picture of the rink here at Potter's Resort. 18 years it's been the home of the World Championships. Close here, Jason. Bob Penny's declaring that as a measure for shot. From our angle here, it looks one green, but yeah, Jason just saying he fancies one. But like I say, Bob Penny declaring that it's a measure for shot. Well, he's playing it positively. He must perhaps think he's down. Umpire Alan Thornhill. Steady hands Thornhill being called out onto the rink. Just asking which bowls can be taken away. Yes, it certainly looks like it's one green. That means that Jason Parkinson has a 3-shot lead going into the final 2 ends of this second set. Les, of course, only needs to tie the set to take the match. So he needs to count 3 shots over 2 ends. Overplayed this. Not a bad opener though. I'd rather be there than short. Better here.
That's slightly short, Bob. 6 inches short of Jack.
Well, certainly Jason's shaken Les Gillett up, world number 15 in this second set. And again, we could see an English qualifier take a seed into a tie break. We've already lost world number 2, Paul Foster, at the hands of Matthew Orey. We also lost Andy Thompson to the hands of young Connor Sonato. And Simon Skelton beat John Price. So we've lost 3 of the top 16 already from the tournament. It's been a week of shocks. As Jason said, coming into this, he's got nothing to lose really. I think that's gone out of the side confines of the rink. Les will get perhaps one shot on the respot. Find out in a minute.
One shot, let's do it.
And that means he only has to score a 2 at the final end of the second set to take the game.
Set score is 4-6 after 8.
Well, again, Les going back to the fuller length jack.
Steve Carter.
Well, that's the 2 shots he needs. Jason really needs to try and slot a bowl in between the red bowls and the jack now. Looks on a good height. Just overplayed it, I fear.
Jury.
Sometimes you certainly think you've played a really good bowl and it just pulls up or runs through. Now, Jason, have you made that adjustment? Can you get back to these red bowls? This looks very close. All on his pace here. Yeah, well played, Jason.
Timeout ball has 2 timeouts remaining.
Les trying to just chip Jason's bowl out the head here. Needs to finish.
One shot, second
So we go into a match tie-break. Les Gillett wins the first set 10-5. Jason Parkinson wins the second set 7-4. We now play a 3-end tie-break.
Jason lost the toss. You won the toss. Who's taking them out? Who's having them out? He's taking them out. Right. Jason's taking them out.
Bob Penny just getting a little bit confused there, but the players are so experienced with these tie breaks. Whoever wins the toss gets the choice of who delivers the jack at the first and third end, and whoever loses the toss has the choice of who takes the jack at the second end. And of course this is down to who wins the end. Shots don't count. It's a matter of the first man out there to win 2 ends.
Challenge 29.5 meters.
Thank you once again for joining us this morning and for all your kind comments. And we join with you again this afternoon at 2 o'clock for the 2 semi-finals of the mixed pairs. Great opening bowl there by Jason Parkinson. Les Gillett's on a very good track here. Just under. Gives him options though. His own bowl would take Jason's out now off the other hand.
Shot ball. Green ball is 2 inches par jack.
That actually alters the angle for Les as well. Prior to that bowl coming up, he could have really played the take-out shot off either hand. I think it forces him now on to he's just going to have played this under. I thought he might have played that off the other hand. Couple more chances off the other hand. Now he's the one out there playing the shots. I think down the other hand he could have got the perfect plant or even Jason's bowl into the jack. Would have opened it up for his final 2 deliveries. Sometimes it's just the shot you fancy playing out there, the shot you feel is best suited. Jason just looking there to see if his bowl will go right through now. I think it would get stuck on his last delivery bowl, but Les has really got to change something with this bowl. Doesn't want to put all the pressure on his last delivery at a tie-break end.
Time out. 2 time out.
Of course, you get an extra timeout in the tie-breaks. He's closer here. Well, yeah, it looks to me that that's got shot. There was always the chances down that hand. Jason's playing that tricky timer again. Needs to get his own bowl, really. Hands up immediately and apologise for that. I was really on the high side. Shaking his head there. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck at this game, and that was a little bit of luck. Well, Les doing right, takes a time out, just take that bit of extra time. He's got a hold now, he looks close, looks close. Great ball from Les Gillett there. Shows how much it means to these players. So the opening end of the tie break goes to Les Gillett. If Les wins this second end, he takes the match. I think he was just quickly checking and confirming there with Alan Thornhill as to how many timeouts he has remaining. I think he still has one timeout available to him. Well, Jason's body language didn't like that. He's played that under the line and short. Still room for Jason there. Closer with this one. Great adjustment of weight. He's taken his one time out that was remaining. Les Gillett's got no timeouts left, even if we go into a final end. I think Jason's just checking how many he's got at this stage of the game. You need to know whether you've got plenty of time. That's when it's key that you've held on to some of your timeouts during the main game. Les chose not to come and have a look at this. At the end of the day, he just needs to draw a shot. Gets back to the back bowl of Jason Parkinson's and rests off it.
Second match, tie-break end.
So we go into the final end of the tie-break. Remember folks, this is the only end where the players can elect to kill the end. During the course of normal play in the first two tie-break ends, if the jack goes out of the side confines of the rink, it goes on the respot. This end and this end alone, they can actually kill the end and have it replayed.
Javelin 29 metres.
Well, it's all about the lead bowl here. He's urging this up. Oh dear, he's fallen into the 2 feet short trap on this backhand. Les Gillett's punished him. Les Gillett's played the longer length jacks very well today. Jason needs to reach this here. Just try and change the angle a bit. He's close. Well, that's not a daft bowl. He'd rather be there than short again. It gives him chances.
Quarter-inch gap. Jason, gone behind high bar, please. 15 inches.
Remembering that Les Gillett hasn't got any timeouts now. He's having to ask his questions to the marker. He'll just want to be reaching behind here. Just behind would suit him nicely. Yeah, that's not a bad position. Needs to just reach to this bowl now, sit it out, lay in its place. That's what he'll be looking for. Doesn't want to have taken too much weight out of his last bowl. Needs to run. Oh, that was the danger. Doing better just playing the same bowl as his last. Still leaves him the shot there. Les Gillett will just be wanting to cover this. Looks like he's putting a short bowl in. Anything short would be in Jason Parkinson's eye line. Bit of a joke there between the two players. Important bowl this. Last bowl. Needs to change and be counting shot. Otherwise, world number 15, Les Gillett, walks into the second round. Jason Parkinson's certainly done well, packed in the indoor game 2 years ago, just turned up to the qualifiers and won the qualifiers, and he's now into the last End of the tiebreak, and he's just elected to kill it. Looks in the area, just under, just missed it. So Les Gillett, world under 15, takes the game. Thanks so much for your company this morning. Don't forget to join YouTube streaming this afternoon at 2 o'clock for the mixed pairs semi-finals. Once again, thanks so much for your company this Sunday morning here at the World Championships at Potters Resort, sponsored by Just Retirement.